We're Cazzy and Bradley, and we're currently driving our camper van around the world. In this video, we're in Oregon in the USA, but things don't quite go to plan as we run into more complications with our camper van.
Would you believe me if I told you we broke down again and have to get towed? Yep. So a couple of things. Firstly, our B2B charger, so the thing that charges our batteries when we're driving, had stopped working like a couple of weeks ago, but the solar has been doing the job, so we haven't, been like putting off getting it fixed essentially. But it's getting really warm and we want to be able to run our aircon a lot more than we're running it at the minute. So anyway, Brad went out to look at the B2B charger and you can see this, it completely burnt away, so that's why it's not working. But we think that's an easy fix. Brad can change the wires and get some, it needs like higher wires, I don't know, to deal with the current, technical stuff. We're parked up in Oregon just outside Portland, going to tour the wine region today. Super excited about that, driving around the wineries, and then we turn the engine on, literally ready to go, got the route on the map, and then it says check engine. So yes, the engine light came on. Let's check the engine. We checked it and we drove for a little bit, literally pulled out onto the motorway or the highway, and the van just started like slowing. It wouldn't go past like 10 miles an hour. So I quickly pulled in, realised that was happening, and then reversed off the motorway back into the like rest area we were at. We got it back in and we're stuck in like a truck stop. But anyway, we've been waiting 6 hours for a tow because the tow company or the roadside assistance rang up, said they were getting it sorted, then rang them up again like 2 hours later for an update, and then they said, okay, yeah, no, we're still trying. And then they couldn't get through to our UK number, even though we'd been through the process, told them how to ring it, blah blah blah. Obviously they tried like once and then we're like, nah, they cancelled the tow. So we had to do the whole process again. Finally got onto someone who was useful, and she's been really helpful, but it's been 6 hours. So quick update. I think the last thing I told you was we were waiting like 5 hours for the tow company. It's been another...
I feel like I look terrible, and that should be a representation of the day. God awful I look.
It's so funny, right? It's almost 9. People are going to say, they always say in these situations that, oh, we really calm and handle them really well. It's because you don't see what we don't record. But I mean...
We're calm, but like...
We are calm, but...
company is just like... messed us around all day, this tow, like messed us around so much. Just such a frustrating day. It's like that people, can't do a simple job of arranging a tow.
It's difficult. We were meant to be at the wine region too, which is not, and it's really warm. It's like 39 degrees.
I started realizing as well, all this stuff seems to happen at once. Like we've had all these issues with our charging our batteries. Today I finally worked out what was the problem with our B2B. I told them. It was great. It was going to go to a garage or like a place to get some cable and get it fixed, and then this happens. So our batteries are already crazy low. We couldn't park it, like I had to tow it back into the shade. So it's not been in the sun all day. We've got like literally 4 amps of power left. Like
we've had to turn off the fridge.
So we can't use a fan tonight. Like I'm not moaning, I'm just venting, by the way. Like I know like bad stuff, like it's crap happens, like everyone has bad days, like, but it's just gotta like let it out, because it's one of the if this happen on each day, maybe it'll be okay, but it's all together. It's just...
Our tow truck has arrived. Oh, Helen. Have you ever been in the passenger seat? That took some going there, but we finally got it up. We just spent 45 minutes. It took the guy, it took 45 minutes, well actually it took over 2 hours basically for the tow guy to get here.
Took 45 minutes to get the van on there. And then the insurance company gave him the wrong details. So basically he didn't bring like a large enough tow truck or whatever. We put the van on there, it's too heavy. Had to come back off. So now we're stuck here again. 11 o'clock at night. Our batteries are done. I have 4% left on my phone. Once it goes, that's it. We've no way of charging our phones. I don't know. Mad. Oh, it's happening again. Told you last night that it's really noisy here. Told you last night that it didn't fit, so we had to wait another day, and now it's in. Okay, we've made it to where we were getting towed to. Tow guy was really nice. Have to get his name. Yeah, so let's hope they can see it today. Okay, so we're gonna restart the engine, get that air gone off, and hope for the best. We're only trying to make a 6-minute journey. I guess you'll know by if it speeds up or not.
Yeah, so the thing's still off. Alright.
Ooh. So we're parked up, and this is in the vineyard. Look at this. Literally, look at the cute tables. Yeah, this is amazing. But it is so warm. That's the only thing.
I feel like we keep repeating it.
But you don't understand.
It's like we're moaning.
We're not like.
It just, yeah, we are moaning. Yeah,
we are.
I'm moaning it. Like it's just we can't run the aircon in the van yet until we get this new cooling fan in. So we're like driving along.
Everything, and the humidity is like 40-50%. Like it's tough.
It's like in the shade it's like not so bad. When you're like outside and there's a breeze, it's like you're in a fan oven. It's like it's just cooking you more evenly. It's just can't get away from it. But the locals, by the way, as well, like it's not meant to be like this.
Yeah, this is not yeah.
Yeah, they're struggling as well.
But yeah, let's go drink some wine. That'll cool us down. So we're trying a couple of little wines, and this is a sparkling wine, Blanc de Blanc. I'm gonna have Brad taste test for a sip.
What's this one?
This is a Pinot Gris sparkling. So it's supposed to be quite dry compared to the other. Ooh. Wow, yeah, that's really nice. Try it.
Yeah, this is a pretty cool moment. Caz over there doing our Instagrams. Yeah, this is cool. Sometimes we have these little moments. This is one of them where it's like you realize it's really cool what we get to do sometimes. You know, not a big fan of like the Instagram stuff sometimes because you know it kind of paints over and makes everything look all picture perfect and whatnot. But, you know, like as you guys have seen, we've been stuck in this awful heat for 3 days, you know, at the side of the road or in a garage in this town because the van is like broken. We have no idea what's wrong and it might cost, you know, thousands of pounds to get fixed or whatnot. But then the next day we're in this like amazing vineyard. We're the only ones here. I mean, the owners are up on the hill up there. We're just drinking some of their amazing wine, just chilling. It's cool. Also, so you Americans out there watching this would probably be pretty familiar with cornhole. I believe that's what it's called, yeah? So for us, it's not a thing in the UK, but like I played it, like I think we did like an arcade in Canada somewhere. But yeah, so we're gonna give this a go now because the sun is finally dipping and there's some shade. It's gonna be a fun game to play. What do you reckon, Kaz? Do you wanna play cornhole? Yeah. We should Google the rules. Okay, so I just did a quick Google and it's very straightforward. So for you guys who, like us, have no idea what's going on, there's a few quick rules. So aim is to get the, I guess these are, is this the cornhole or is that the cornhole? If that's the cornhole, is this just corn? Maybe they used to be filled with corn and you got to get the corn through the hole?
Maybe.
Okay, feel free to let us know. You get 4 each, and I think we each throw at the same board.
Okay.
The boards are meant to be 21 feet apart. No, 27 feet. So say juniors are 20 feet, 24 feet is like casual, and then 27 feet I think it is, or 30 feet is like pro, the distance from front to front. And then we throw standing just back from the front. And it's like bowls, okay? So in the UK we have bowls. Such a British thing, it sounds like. But yeah, so you just gotta take it in turns to throw it, and if you get it through the hole, it's 3 points. If you get it landed on the board, it's 1 point. But so, say for example, at the end of the round, Cazzy has 5 points and I have 3 points. You take the lower score off the higher one, so 2 points. So Cazzy gets 2 points. Then we switch sides and throw the other way, and it's the first player to reach, or team, or player to reach 21 points is the winner overall. Let's do it.
Maybe we should have started this before I started drinking wine.
Behind the board.
Well, not behind.
No.
Here.
Yeah, the board.
Okay.
Come on, woman. Right, here we go. First throw. Oh my word! See, now it's making it look like it's too, like, now I'm feeling maybe we're too easy, or maybe you're just really good. Look at that.
Just because I did well.
Look at that for a first throw. That was very impressive. Okay, quick update. Just gonna make, if you see that. Basically, I won the first one, and then Cazzy just went on this mega streak. She was sinking them. They weren't
swishing them in.
You were swishing them in from like 50 feet almost. So she's 4, 5, 6, 8-2 to her.
And now that he's pronounced that on camera, it's going to go the other way. Always does.
Hopefully, that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to psych you out. It's the mental games that you're not very good with.
I'm good. Yeah.
Alright, is it you go first?
Yeah.
Alright, go on then, might as well watch you through then.
Fuck's sake. This is the mental game, isn't it? Ooh.
Look at that, she doesn't even have the right technique. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen it on TV and they're like, you know, they're like spinning them in their palm and they're kind of like flicking them as a... Kaz just like, just slinging it like it's a bag of trash into the bin. She just nails it.
Ooh,
that was me. That was also me.
Oh no!
Oh no!
That was Brad.
That was Kaz.
Shit!
What is that all about?
And it was recording.
Oh my word.
Oh.
That was insane. Oh my god. How do I beat that?
That was great.
2. Oh my word. That gives you 5. That means you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're on 14.
Guys, I'm available for hire. If anyone needs
I'm on 2.
team member.
What's going on?
So I'm on 20 points and I need 21. I need one more.
And I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on 8 points.
Basically, I've won this hole unless Brad.
So Kaz has got 3 points. I got 1. So I need to get a cornhole just to stay in the game.
So, cue tense music.
Otherwise, Kaz wins.
Go on.
The inaugural game of Dream Big Travel Far corn on the cob in the hole.
Just throw the damn bag.
Here we go. I like pressure. Here we go. Come on.
You perform well under pressure.
Here we go.
Oh my god!
Well done. Well done. You win.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. Good morning. So yesterday, so basically since we have to wait till Tuesday for the part to come in, I'm literally hoping that it might come in Monday, but I don't know. But anyway, we joined Harvest Host, and it's basically like this really cool thing where you pay well, we paid £70, so it's like $99 usually. It gives you access to like over 3,000 like wineries, farm stays, stuff like that, across Canada, the USA, and a small part of Baja, Mexico. But it's quite cool. So what it is basically, you, if you're a self-contained vehicle, you can stay overnight on these cool places for free. Yeah, so we stayed on a winery the other night, as you seen, and that was like amazing. Obviously they want you to contribute to what you're staying at, so in the winery we got a bottle of wine, which I'm not complaining about, and tonight we're actually staying on a lavender farm, which looks like it's in full bloom, so that's going to be really cool. And then today though, or last night, we stayed in the car park. It was part of it as well, of a famous airplane, I guess. If you've seen the movie The Aviator, which I haven't, but Brad is super excited because the Spruce Goose is here. And yeah, so we want to get tickets to actually tour inside the cockpit. They sold out yesterday, so we're doing it this morning. Brad's away to get some tickets. He's pumped, like he's so excited. But yeah, so right now I'm gonna make some breakfast before it starts getting warm. Mornings are the only time of relief really from this heat.
Today is a cool day. We're gonna go see the Spruce Goose, which hopefully you know about. I think most people do. It's if you've seen The Aviator, especially. What I can remember is like it's wooden, and he built it during the war, and it never got completed until after the war. It only flew once, and now it's housed right here. And we spent we stayed right here, and the Spruce Goose is right there. So I'm very excited. This is quite a big deal, and it takes up that whole building. By the way, that's how big it is. Like the majority of this building is filled with that one plane. So we're gonna go in there. We've got a tour booked in half an hour's time, so we get you go in there, go in the cockpit and everything. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then they've got also this like a space museum here. You know, they've got other airplanes and stuff. They got a theater, and in the distance here, like it's quite hard to see on the camera, but there's actually this here is an aeroplane on top of a building, and coming out of it are flumes. So that's a water park. So you go inside up to I don't know, like stairs or whatever. Then you walk through the plane to then go on flumes down and out. So it's a pretty random mixed match of stuff, but yeah. So plus it's getting hot, so just excited to get inside in some aircon again.
had a metal pallet made out of wood, had to put in a fire suppression system. So they put in a whole line of sprinkler heads, you see right here, beside the boat. And those are in the water when it's starting to taxi. You know, in Long Beach Harbor, there's a bunch of sunken logs and 55-gallon drums. If they hit one, knock a hole in it, they take on water, cause the plane to crash. So Howard put a net inside, and then put these balls inside. Fill these up, clear up with balls. One out of 211, one out of 212. And then they're filled with air, and then they're patched on top with rubber cement patch.
Are these replicas or the actual ones?
Those are the ones.
No way.
Yep. Air's been in there since 1942.
That's 80 years. What?
Yeah. 75 years. These are original seats when the airplane flew.
These are the ones.
Yep. Okay, what's this called?
That's his water purifier.
Water station.
This is actually the miniature version of it that is used in the Aviator, which is really funny because like you would assume like, oh, they were using the actual thing, but it's a green screen with the mini thing just there, and this is the whole mini set. So this is essentially what these actors are working with. Oh, and I have to clarify that I actually have seen the Aviator. I forgot. Being the Leo fan I am, I would have been very surprised that I hadn't seen it, but I have seen it.
The tour was really interesting because he taught us a lot of info about the plane. So it was made out of wood, not even out of spruce, it was made out of birch, because they were running low on metals or whatever for the war. But the government put out the contract to have this, or Congress had the contract to have a plane built they thought couldn't be done. They made it deliberately really restrictive, but Howard Hughes took it on and wanted to do it anyway. So we had a budget of, what was it, like
18 million for 3 planes.
3 planes. This one ended up costing like 27 million, so 9 million over, something like that. And they only obviously got the one, it was only a prototype. They flew it once, they never made any more. For the next 33 years, he paid around $1 million a year, Howard Hughes personally, to keep the plane service ready to go if they need it. But, so even though it cost him 33 million to do that, and an extra like 7 million in terms of building the plane above the budget, they made hundreds, or like more than 100 million on all of the royalties from the things they licensed out from building it.
All the patents.
So there's so many things in this that are like, had to be designed from scratch, which nowadays are like common in everything. Like, was it the
circuit breakers?
Circuit breakers?
Plywood?
Yeah, like plywood itself, the way they built the plywood.
Layered
was, like,
it.
made for this, the layers of plywood. Intercom system, like how they talk to each other.
Yeah.
Hydraulics.
Yeah.
So they had to design hydraulics that can move that wing because the wing is so big. And you know, it weighs like so many tons or whatever, and it's so tall. They had to have hydraulics so that as the controller, Howard Hughes, moved the whatever he did, like he could actually like move the wing and steer the ship.
Yeah.
It's a boat basically, because you know it takes off from the water and lands on water. And also the other thing he said, like it was actually designed to fly, you know, across, to transport like troops and tanks across the Atlantic. But here's the crazy thing, like it's meant to go from the east coast of America, so they had to have got it from Los Angeles on the west coast to the east coast. Then to fly to like France, they would have to have landed at least once in the Atlantic to refuel.
It's no easy feat.
Yeah. So whether it would have ever been like viable, who knows? But anyway, for what it is, it's pretty like, it's like a feat of engineering. Okay, so we're in the Space Museum now, and I'm behind the wheel. Cazzy will be your tour guide today.
Welcome to the Space Aviation Museum.
Just for the record, Cazzy doesn't believe the moon landings happened.
No, that's not true.
She is a huge conspiracy theorist.
I'm not. I believe.
She also thinks, like, I don't know.
I'm gonna think of another conspiracy theorist. Because I believe that people land on the moon. I think it's class. It's really cool. One day I'll land on the moon.
Yeah. Just saying, it's pretty mind-boggling to think this happened 53 years ago now. 53 years. I'm like,
I think we'd have houses on the moon by now at this rate.
yeah. Because 53 years before that, like, aeroplanes were just being invented. So you'd think, oh, give it 50 years since the moon landings, like,
well,
big stuff.
We do have people taking commercial flights into space now, so I would say to Brad that once we finish traveling around the world, I could go to every country in the world and then I could go to space and like land on a planet, I would have completed it. I would have completed life.
Yeah, that's mad, isn't it? Okay, so it's called the Blackbird is its nickname. It's a spy plane that operated up until 1990, and it flew as fast as 2,200 miles an hour. Look at it! Oh my word! The little info board there said that if a missile was fired at it, it could just fly out. It could outfly the missile. That was its evasive procedure.
One last cool feature of this place is that when you drive in and out, they've painted it as a runway.
Helen, you were clear for takeoff. The engine overheated.
Oh, I said we were staying on a lavender field. We're here. There we are. And here is the lavender. Okay, so our part finally arrived. Checked the tracking this morning and it said it arrived in America and it was getting ready for delivery. And then checked like an hour later and it said it had been delivered, and we got a phone call saying it was here. So we left the van in with the guys at Firestone, and the wonderful Danny, who has been so good to us and helped us out so much, fitted us in and got fitted today. Yeah, so the part came and they said they managed to fit it. So once Brad gets the engine cover, we're going to start the engine and just hope that there's no more issues for a little bit. We do know we have a squeaking noise in the van, so that we know that the problems really aren't over yet. Everything seems to happen at once, but it'd be good to get back on the road. We've lost like a week in our itinerary, so actually you have to physically get rid of stuff. We can't do stuff. There's no way to make up time because it's so busy in America. So we're not going to Yellowstone. And I'm really disappointed in that because it was like high on my bucket list. Really always wanted to go there, but I'll just have to do it in the future. That's Derek. He has been our
Oh, this is meant to be above this.
knight in shining armor.